Welcome to Oak Hill. Any season here is a good time to come fishing. We have stuff you can catch at any season, and we're going to show you what season, what's running, and how to catch them. Now, the first thing you got to understand about fishing here in Mosquito Lagoon and the Intracoastal, this water don't behave like most places. It's not really about tides like you might see down in the Keys or up along the coast. Out here, the wind moves the water. When the wind pushes the water around, the bait moves. And when the bait moves, the fish follow. So half the game out here is just paying attention. If the wind's been blowing from the north or the west for a few days, it'll push the water out and those shallow grass flats get skinny. When that happens, the fish slide off into deeper holes, channels, and edges. But if that wind swings around and starts blowing from the south or east, and it pushes water back up the flats, and that's when things get real fun, because those fish move right up the shallow chasing bait in water, sometimes less than a foot deep. That's when you'll see redfish walking across the water like little submarines. Now, let's talk about winter fishing first. A lot of folks think winter is slow, but honestly, winter can be one of the best times to fish this lagoon. The water clears up like glass. The algae dies off and suddenly you can see straight to the bottom. And when that happens, you can actually see the fish. Redfish start bunching up into big schools this time of year. Sometimes you'll see 50 of them, but sometimes you'll see 100, all moving together across the flats, looking for shrimp and little crabs. And that's when you want to move slow. No big splashes, no loud motors, just drift or pull quietly and make a nice, easy cast in front of them. Soft plastic shrimp work great, little paddle tails, gold spoons, even live shrimp under a cork will get it done. And winter is also when the big trout show up. We call them gator trout out here. These fish like to sit in sandy holes in the grass and wait for bait to swim by. You might not see them until they explode on your lure. And let me tell you, when a big trout hits top water early in the morning, it'll scare the coffee right out of your hand. Now, come springtime, everything wakes up. The water warms up, the grass starts growing, and the bait fish show back up in huge numbers. Mullet, pinfish, pigfish, the whole food chain comes alive. When that happens, the predators get hungry. Redfish are still everywhere. Trout are chewing, and you start seeing new visitors show up like jack crevalle and bluefish tearing through bait schools. Spring is also when snooks start getting active again. Snook don't like cold water much. During the winter, they hide out in deep holes and canals where it stays warmer, but once the water heats up, they move back out into the mangroves, docks, and on edges along the Intracoastal. And snooks are mean. When they hit a lure, it feels like somebody slammed a truck door on your rod. Then they try their best to run straight into the mangroves and break you off. So when you hook one, don't baby it. Turn that fish quick and pull them away from the structure. Now, let's talk about summer, because summer around here gets wild. The water gets hot, the thunderstorms roll through every afternoon, and the lagoon is absolutely full of life. Redfish are once again still cruising the flats, and you'll see them pushing wakes across shallow water chasing mullets. But summer brings one of the most exciting fish we've got around here, the tarpon. They call them the Silver King for a reason. These fish are big, powerful, and when they jump in, it looks like somebody threw a refrigerator out of the water. You'll see juvenile tarpon rolling on the creeks and canals, chasing bait fish, and then later in the summer, the big ones show up. Fish that can weigh 100 pounds or more. Catching one of those is something you'll never forget. And because the water gets so warm, the best fishing in summer is usually early in the morning or late in the evening when the sun isn't beaten down yet. Or even at night. Snook especially love hanging around dock lights after dark, picking off bait fish that swim into the glow. Now, once fall rolls around, things really start popping. Fall means one thing out here, the mullet run. millions of mullet start moving down the coast and through the lagoon. And when that happens, every predator in the water loses its mind. Redfish, trout, snook, tarpon, they're all smashing bait everywhere you look. Sometimes you'll see acres of water just exploding with fish chasing mullet. Fall is also when the big bull redfish show up to spawn. These are the giants, the big bronze fish that can push 40 inches or more. And hooking one of those feels like you tied your line to a truck bumper. Fall is also great for flounder along the Intracoastal. These flatfish sit right at the bottom waiting for bait to drift past. And around here, we even have our own special way of catching them. At night, folks around here go flounder gigging. You get light shining down on the water, you slowly move across the flats looking for that flounder outline on the bottom, and when you see one, you stick it with the gig. It's an old Florida fishing out here. And speaking of nighttime, another big tradition here is shrimping. From about November through spring, shrimp move through the Intracoastal at night. People drop green lights into the water and those shrimp gather around that glow. Then you scoop them up with dip nets. It's pretty exciting out here when the shrimp are running. Buckets fill up, boats everywhere, everybody laughing and having a good time. That's just part of the culture here. Now, the cool thing about Oak Hill and Mosquito Lagoon is how special this place really is. The whole area sits inside a protected estuary between the Canaveral National Seashore and Merritt Island Wildlife Refuge. Because of that protection, the water stays clean and the grass flats stay healthy, which keep that fish population strong year-round. And that's why people come from all over the world to fish right here in Oak Hill. This place has even earned the name the Redfish Capital of the World. You've seen it in our other videos. And when you spend a little time on these waters, it's easy to see why. You've got shallow flats for sight fishing, mangrove shorelines for snook, deep channels for bull reds, and tarpon rolling through the lagoon in the summertime. And right here at Oak Hill Fish Camp, you're sitting in the middle of it all. You can launch a boat, hop in a kayak, book a guide, or just walk down to the dock and drop a line in the water. That's the beauty of this place. You don't have to go far to find the fish. Whether you're a hardcore angler chasing those trophy reds, a family looking just to catch dinner, or somebody who just wants to watch dolphins swim by while the sun comes up over a lagoon. This place has something for everyone. Whether it's winter, summer, fall, or spring, there's always something to catch out here at Oak Hill. Until next time, tight lines and see you on the water. Smash that like button.